Alright, you guys, welcome to the video. It's me, Ciara, aka Ciara in the bonus, and we're here live on Twitch. Make sure you guys drop a follow to the Twitch to pull it to the live stream and be a part of the conversation. I'm always here for you guys to give me some music and video suggestions, so let me know in the comments. And feel free to come through to the stream. Just let me know you guys are from YouTube so I can greet you with a warm welcome. Now, today we're going to check out a song from Daylyt featuring J. Cole. Now, y'all know J. Cole is my GOAT. J. Cole fans, this is home. I will be here for the off-season album reaction / review whenever it comes out. Super excited. We did check out what was that project called? Might delete later. We checked that out already. So you guys go check out that album reviews on the channel. I have a playlist for J. Cole reactions. And if you're a Kendrick fan, I have a bunch of Kendrick Lamar reactions too. So go check those out. Let me know what y'all think about this song. Before we get into it, I got the Genius lyrics pulled up so I can read along to what he's talking about. I heard he went crazy. Look, man, I'm super excited. Yo, Vibes XLA, folks, welcome to the stream, fam. Let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what they got to say.
Yeah. P, I see you.
Okay.
Oh, this shit feel like. You know that feeling when. Yeah.
Okay.
Just pray for me on the 3rd.
Oh yeah, this is my first Daylyt song too. Yeah, this is my first Daylyt song too.
Chopped in thirds, I heard a lot of sheep in a circle, and you the goat, the Judas coming and purge. It hurt them every time you splurge. All this time spent, the mind sent the haters at me. It make me happy knowing they can never touch me. I tackle every goal he made, they think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghost look like a floor at the 100 house. 600,000 on 200 acres.
I like that. The rugby and the ghosts look like a floor at the haunted house. I like that. I like that. You know, playing off of that haunted house. You know, obviously a haunted house got ghosts. I think everything he's saying is so straightforward. I'm just trying to enjoy this because I haven't heard that much music from Daylyt. From what I heard, he ghost writes for a lot of people too. So I know he has to be good at what he does. I want to put some respect on him. I think he was on that J. Cole song that was on Might Delete Later, right? Was it him and Absol? I think they both went crazy. So I know, even though I don't know much of his music, I know he's an amazing lyricist, writer, all that. So
never touch me. I tackle every goal he made. They think we playing rugby. The rugby and the ghosts look like a floor at the 100 house. 600,000 on 200 acres. I know it hurt them bad. Paparazzi peek, we close the curtains.
Wait, 600,000 on 200 acres? Where were you getting 200 acres of land for 600,000 at? That sounds like a good deal. I'm just saying it's probably in the middle of nowhere. That's fire though. Land is always gonna be valuable.
I heard them mad. Yeah, just like a verse that the pastor gave from the pulpit. They mad adore me, but I ain't here for the bullshit. Never stress who they gonna bless today. I knew I'd get a meal.
Wait, they matador me, but I ain't here for. Oh, cause a matador is like type of bull type shit. Okay.
Came from Section 8, ain't stressed to play. Yeah, the rest is greatness. It's history in the making. His story he making, taken to the fact that we was taken, placed inside a trap tap with laxatives, and we think that we running shit. Relax and relapse, dope, lift up 100 clips. Some blocks turn hunted, growth stunted like Barnum and Bailey. Hard for the babies, clowning, drowning, they surroundings if I op out. Backseat of the police car, but never cop out. The pole too low to stop doubting for better days. The sun bright out, children let it raise. If you hear this, keep your head up, praise. Go.
Uh-oh. Might go. Now you know every time J. Cole got a verse, you gotta mentally prepare yourself. Cause you know he about to go crazy, especially on a feature. But it's like you gotta prepare yourself. You can only experience the verse one time. For the first time, one time. That's it. Let's see what he got.
Go.
Okay.
Go.
Okay.
Yeah. The reign is obsolete. Jermaine is out to be celebrated, paraded out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my turn to kick. I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak.
Okay. First of all, let's pause. Let's go back. We have to marinate it. I'm sorry. We gotta go back.
The reign is obsolete. Jermaine is out to be celebrated, paraded out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my.
Can I just say this is the best J. Cole has ever rapped? Not saying on this song in particular, but like right now, where he's at right now, we are seeing peak J. Cole. That's crazy. Like in terms of being a lyricist, in terms of, I mean, you could feel the confidence also. Like, I feel like early J. Cole, you could hunger, right? You could hear the hunger and you can hear like the rawness. And now, I feel like he's managed to channel some of that hunger back into his stuff. But I feel the confidence more. I mean, this run he's been on since what, like 2018, 2019. I feel like we've been getting that more and more and more and more each year. And I feel like Might Delete Later, you hear that all throughout the album too. I mean, I feel like in terms of project, the off season, you start to hear that too. But to me, it just gets crazier and crazier each song.
Out in the streets for days, if not for weeks, for bringing us out the bleakest burning pit. My words are slick when it's my turn to kick. I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief to say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen.
I apply pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak, right? Okay, you know, like how, you know, if you're bleeding, you gotta cut. You know, you apply pressure to it to get the blood to clot.
Pressure like I'm trained to stop a leak. How vain is my belief to say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen. When my cadence proper from days I laid across the street from these Caucasian neighbors. New kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings.
Let's stop there. To say that I could be the greatest y'all done seen with my cadence proper from days I laid across the street. So he basically saying y'all been seeing this cadence and flow and shit that I've been doing. And look, I think it's a good time to have a conversation. I would love to hear from y'all watching the video. You know, people keep trying to say like, oh, we can't listen to those J. Cole bars where he's saying he the best rapper. Oh, after he apologized to Kendrick. First of all, where y'all getting this narrative that he apologized to Kendrick? He did not say sorry. He didn't. He checked himself for feeding into a fake manufactured beef. And if you listen to his lyrics, he constantly says, I'm not about to, what'd he say? If I smoke a rapper, it's going to be legit. It won't be for clout. It won't be for fame. He went against that initially with how he responded to Kendrick because it was for clout, fame, and it was from peer pressure. It wasn't from a real, genuine beef. So he caught himself having to make up stuff and having to make up a problem, and then was probably told on the side, hey, you know, that Kendrick was really aiming at Drake. You know, I think it was Schoolboy Q. And he got out the way and took accountability as a man. I understand why so many people have a problem with that, because y'all are scared of accountability. And y'all would not be accountable if it meant that you could save yourself from being embarrassed or judgment of others. And that just speaks more to the man and the human that he is, more than anything. Also, another little thing, I'm gonna return to this at the end of the video, but that line that Kendrick had about Drake doing Cole foul, I have a little piece of thing that I saw on Twitter that I wanted to get y'all's opinion on. I'm gonna write that right quick because I'm definitely gonna forget the ADHD. I want to hear, because I have a theory on that I've been seeing some people circulate, and I low-key think they're onto something. All right, let's keep going.
From these Caucasian neighbors, new kids I stayed around are green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings, where fate is not foreseen. My brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies and rated R regimes, exchanging raw for cream, tricked them, it went left. They pulling up, shooting like Tatum.
I like the way he said that right there. He said, so first of all, this whole rhyme scheme he got going on right here. He said, I'd green and not as mean as my homies that played on Project Swings. What fate has not foreseen, my brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies. I like that because number one, he's continuing that initial rhyme scheme, right? Of the green swings were seen, and then he adds in another rhyme scheme there in the middle of that. I love when rappers do that. I think that's how you can tell the difference in the levels of lyricists and like truly skilled rappers. They can do those like going from one rhyme scheme to the next and then coming back to that rhyme scheme. I love seeing how they do that. And another thing I love observing from these great rappers is how they go in and out of different flows and cadences, and then like that the transition even between one rhyme scheme and the next. And I feel like J. Cole, Kendrick, Eminem, Wayne, I mean, all of the goats pretty much are really good at that. And it's interesting seeing how they kind of weave that in there, right? So I always say that you could tell how good of a rapper someone is based on how creative they can get with saying the same thing. Because, people say, oh, this artist is repetitive, da da da. If we're talking about rappers, what people are really saying is not that you can't be repetitive, right? But usually when people make that complaint, it's about the person not having creativity and not able to be dynamic with how they're repeating the same thing. Because you can talk about the same subject matter and make it sound different, but people who aren't skilled as rappers and lyricists don't know how to repeat the same thing and make it sound different, right? How many times J. Cole done told us he had friends that died and grew up around with trauma about things like that, right? But this time he presents in a different way, with a different rhyme scheme, with a different way of presenting it, right? That's what keeps people interested. That's how we see these artists evolve. Because like, if you're sharing your stories, your trauma, your pain, you can repeat it in different ways. So he doesn't say, oh yeah, I watched the homies get killed, you know, when I was little, something like that, whatever. He says, my brain is stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies, right? So that's an interesting way to put it. Like, to say that these memories stick with you, how do you get creative saying that? He's saying his brain is stained and ingrained with the stories of these people that he watched die, or people that he knew that died from robberies in this case, right? There's a plethora of ways that people have died, but now he's given us examples of people that he know that died during robberies or just innocent people in general in the area he's from. I think that's interesting, and I mean, it just goes to show what level he's at, like, as a writer. I think sometimes people forget that to be a good rapper, you have to be a good writer. And I think that's because we're used to so many people like not writing their music anymore or not writing their raps. But you have to be a good writer and be creative in general to be good at this. You have to be pretty smart, to know all these different words and ways that you can communicate the same idea. So that's just like a line that I like.
Swings where fate is not foreseen. My brain stained, ingrained with the stories of slain bodies from heinous robberies. And rated R regimes exchanging raw for cream. Tricked them, it went left. They pulling up, shooting like Tatum off a screen. The bills is due as kids we
Exchanging raw for cream, tricked them and went left. They pull up shooting like Tatum off a screen. Oh my God, that is insane. Jason Tatum, that's your reputation. Now look, I love basketball. If y'all love basketball, y'all should definitely come to the stream so we can talk hoops sometimes. The link is pinned in the comments and description. I love basketball. And I'm actually a fan of Jason Tatum, but what kills me is this man think he's Steph Curry. This man could use his size to his advantage and go to the rim. But he still want to, what he say? Tricked them and went left and pulled up shooting like Tatum off a screen. If Jason Tatum got an open shot, if Jason Tatum got a contested shot, he's going to take that shot. 2 of all. He's still good, but I'm just ready to see him evolve and have better shot selection and use his size to his advantage. That's where I think when he figures that part out, we're going to see peak Tatum. I know we're going to see it, but that's a funny line. You got to be a hooper or love basketball to understand that one. And I love when rappers use basketball bars. That's like, I feel like that's a tradition. It's damn near a requirement for you to be a rapper to have some type of basketball related bars in there.
It went left, they pulling up, shooting like Tatum off a screen. The bills is due as kids, we knew the way the calls would ring. Since mom ain't paid them off, we trained to watch the names across the screen.
Hold on. Oh, okay. As kids, we knew the way the calls would ring. Since mom ain't paid them off. We train to watch the names across the screen. Okay, see? The storytelling, the writing ability. This is peak right here.
The way the calls will ring, since mom ain't paid them off, we train to watch the names across the screen and let collections pass just like we fail to make an offering. Gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off it seems.
Gotta channel thoughts cause damn the cable's off. See, this is the thing, the superpower of rappers like Kendrick and Cole is their ability to connect with people and relate in their music, right? Because if you come from a similar background, they're gonna say something in there that resonates with someone that has the same experience that might go over the head of someone that didn't experience it. What's the dirt? I'm talking about you. You know, you can study the culture all you want, but if you've lived the experience, it resonates on a different level. It's not just a bar or, oh my God, look at the rhyme scheme, you know? It's the impact and the weight of what they're saying and feeling seen or feeling, being able to identify what they're saying, right? So that's something I experienced, you know. You know, he's basically talking about something a lot of people from poor background could understand, right? You know, the bills being due and the collection calls calling and knowing that your parents or your mom is ignoring the collect calls because they can't afford to pay the bills or they couldn't afford to pay the bill the first time. That's why the collection is calling in the first place. You know, oh, don't answer that phone. It could be collections. You know, you don't know who that is. I ain't trying to talk to them because then they're going to try to get you to pay off the debt, stuff like that, right? And then that other line hit too where he said, gotta channel thoughts because damn the cable off, it seems deep down. Okay, he's going into the other scheme, but gotta channel thoughts because damn the cable off, it seems. I've had a good portion of my childhood, you know, we didn't have cable because that was one extra bill that couldn't be afforded. So I get that. I feel like that's part of the reason I was always in my head a lot, thinking a lot, because when I went home, I ain't have nothing to do. It wasn't no cable. You know, we had the stuff that comes maybe on the I forgot what it's called, the satellite box. I don't know what that box is. Y'all know, let me know what that box is that you can get at Walmart that gives you like the free channels. That was about it. But we didn't have the cable shows, so any shows people was talking about, I didn't know what they was talking about. And you know, obviously he's playing off channel, you know, the channels, flipping the remote and going from one channel to the next. You ain't got all those channels, so you gotta channel your thoughts. I like that. Love when rappers use commonly known phrases and turn it into a bar. That's one of my favorite things that the good rappers do.
Just like we failed to make an offering. Gotta channel thoughts, cause damn the cable off is.
Oh yeah, and the fail to make an offering bar when you're in church and they're passing a collection plate. I like that. You know, collections, they're collecting the offering, collections from the calls, trying to collect the debt. You know, and then if you don't have money, you might not be paying tithes and offerings at church. I like that.
Deep down I hated Halloween with all that I have seen. Who needs another way to cause a scream? Dangerous as the king of pop. How well they spin your block. No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole game doing insane amount of lean. This ain't prescribed cause there's no doc for pain.
That's tough. Dangerous as the king of pop. How well they spin your block, right? Because Michael Jackson always spinning and dancing around somewhere, right? And then he said, no moves, minimal, smooth criminals, the whole game doing insane amount of lean. I don't know if he's still playing off of that king of pop in the moves thing, because I'm visualizing Michael Jackson doing that lean in Smooth Criminal. I think that's what he's playing off of. I don't know if I'm reaching, but you know that lean where he's standing up and he, you know, kind of lean down to the ground like that. You know, that iconic clip of Smooth Criminal. That's what he got me thinking. This tough. The bars in here tough.
Scream, dangerous as the king of pop. How well they spin your block. No moves, minimal, smooth criminals. The whole game doing insane amount of lean. This ain't prescribed cause there's no doc for pain they harboring. Some pray to God, but it's odd cause Satan's catered all their dreams. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated. Now they fiend for truth in these flows. Food for their souls to make it all serene.
I like that. I mean, he's in his bag. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated. Now they fiend the truth in these flows, food for their souls to make it all serene. That's him just talking about how people come to his music to resonate. You know, sometimes people talk about giving food for thought. Like that's the name of my other channel, my commentary channel. You should definitely subscribe. Go to the homepage of my channel, scroll down, you'll see all my other channels. I do a lot of commentary and things like that. I do some on this channel too. So if you like that type of stuff, commentary, I got a playlist for that. So I like that because he's kind of talking about the type of people that resonate with his music, right? Spiritually malnourished. They're looking for some hope. They're looking for something to help them cope or feel seen or to help them get through what they're going through. Because a lot of us J. Cole fans, we say the same thing. You know, it helps put things in perspective, helps the advice, the experience he's sharing in the songs. It helps get through these circumstances, right? So I like that. And then I think he ends with the collard greens line, and that probably goes into food for their souls, like soul food, you know, mac and cheese, collard greens, sweet potatoes, you know, fried chicken, like, you know. So he just saying the quality of it. It's not just food. It's not just cheap. It's not some fast food stuff. It's something that's going to resonate and stand the test of time.
Doc for
Like
pain,
that.
they harboring. Some pray to God, but it's odd, cause Satan's catered all their dreams. Spiritually malnourished, dehydrated. Now they fiend for truth in these flows. Food for their souls to make it all serene. Well, here's a plate of collard greens. Yeah.
Of course, the collard greens too. How'd I miss the collard greens? This is good. I like that. I don't know what that sample is. Let's see. That was a W, obviously. Is that a sample in there, or is that? Let's see. What was that sample? Oh, it's called Casticle by Cassiano. Yeah, I don't. Okay. Where's this from? You know, I always love going into samples, but y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Like I said, you know, feel free to come through to the Twitch stream, drop up a sub to the channel. You know, if you guys, you know, love hip hop, J. Cole fans, when he drops his album, we will be here live on stream. As soon as it comes out, we will be reacting to it. The video will be posted to the channel. Oh, here's the original. I love like listening to the samples a little bit. Let's check it out. I always wonder how they find these samples, these producers. Wait, where is he from? Brazil? Wow, this is Brazilian. Wow, what is this, like some Brazilian soul? No, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard like a Brazilian like soul, like neo soul. That's crazy. See, this is why I love music. This is why I love hip hop. One of the many reasons. Let's check out the comments before we get out of here to see what the fellow J. Cole fans are saying. Cole kept that rhyme scheme throughout. Oh, I think that's thorough. I might be a few steps slow sometimes. You know, Cole gonna go in when he repeats the last word the previous artist said. Gets better with time. Oh, they can never make me hate you. Yeah, y'all some followers. Like, I'm supposed to pretend like J. Cole isn't a good rapper. Oh, there was one thing I was supposed to talk to y'all about before the end of the year. Not the end of the year. Before the end of the video. I actually saved a clip about this. Here we go. You know, about the people talking about him apologizing to Kendrick.
Cole apologizes to Kendrick. I looked at the video. I didn't get apology.
I said this at the time. If y'all go check out my reaction at the time, I literally said this in my video. J. Cole did not apologize. He took accountability and he said what he did. He never said sorry.
Yeah, that's the first. The headline was wild. The headline was wild. Right. He got up and he was like, yo, I did some shit. It wasn't really in my heart. You know what I mean? I knew it when I did it. Right. I put it out there. I ain't even really go 100 because that's my man. That's my friend. Right, but I did something that was out of my character.
Right.
And if he want to take it on the chin, cool. If he want to come back and spar up, cool. He got that. But I ain't standing on that because that ain't how I really feel. And what people got to understand is when you got friends in this game, it's a little different. Cole apologizes.
Yes, I just wanted to echo that sentiment. And the theory that I saw on Twitter about what Kendrick was talking about with the whole did Cole foul, I don't know why he's still pretending towards Drake. Some people said that, you know how Kendrick had that line about Drake sending the feature request, you know, he said, surprised you sent that feature request, you know we got some shit to address, right? Some people feel like Drake told J. Cole that the song was going to feature all of them, right? And Kendrick rejected it. And Cole probably put his verse on there thinking that Kendrick was going to be on the song, not knowing that by the time it came out, Kendrick rejected it. So maybe Cole didn't even know that Drake and Kendrick had beef like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I'm sure these dudes ain't gossiping to each other. I'm sure Cole and Kendrick have been cool, but they not sitting here like, oh, yeah. Kendrick is not saying, oh, Cole, yeah, I just really don't like Drake. You know, it's very plausible that with all they have going on in their life, Cole didn't know the extent. He thinking because I'm cool with Kendrick, oh, yeah, they had a song back with each other back then. Okay, you know, maybe it is a big 3 song, you know, because if you're pitching the idea, clearly Drake sent Kendrick a feature request to be on First Person Shooter. That is a fact. So maybe, you know, Drake knew having Cole's verse as is could start some issues. And I could see him already having had push-ups or family matters done. And he was hoping to inflame some type of issue, right? And maybe set J. Cole up to get in an issue with him and Kendrick. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that though. But I did see that theory and I was like, that would kind of make sense. How J. Cole got caught in between everything, because you know we the big 3, like we started a league. You know what I'm saying? They love when they argue the hardest is see, is it K Dot, Aubrey, or me? You know, that does seem like something that somebody would say if they're on the same song. If all 3 of them were on the song, it makes sense why he kept mentioning them, right? Because some people are like, oh, why are you mentioning Kendrick? He not on the song. Why are you bringing him up? That's what made him mad. It's like, I don't know. Just a little theory I saw. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and sub to support the channel. But until next time, you guys, we're out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna check out this J. Cole Summer 2. So let me know if y'all want to see that reaction. I'm trying to check out old J. Cole that I haven't listened to. But yeah, we're out, y'all.